Hello, welcome to 5 Minute Chats. Last week went really well, I thought. I had some awesome responses of people doing things that they were a bit scared of doing, but they were going to practice it, which was awesome. Today, I want to have a quick chat about two things. One is social media. Two is motion impacting or equaling emotion. So firstly, social media. The other day I was scrolling and accidentally came across a video that impacted me for the rest of the day, just kept buzzing around my head. I have pretty tight controls around what I follow, but this one came up somehow. And it got me thinking, do you have a way of controlling social media so that it doesn't impact your day or impact how you feel about yourself or impact what you are doing with your life? Do you have a way to make sure that you have a boundary between yourself and what you see or when you see it? And have you noticed if social media is impacting you on different levels? So there can be something with social media where we don't know why we feel this way, but we've seen it somewhere. And so it's kind of rubbed off on us without us kind of knowing. And so that could be around things like body image, diet culture, what exercise we're supposed to be doing. It could be about parenting or finances or the state of our house or what we're achieving or how much we're supposed to be juggling as mums. And so it was just a reminder for me this week to make sure that I have those boundaries in place. And at the very least, I feel like sometimes social media, you can hop on there, and even if you're surrounded by beautiful content on there, which is amazing, sometimes the sheer amount of stuff that is coming at us can have an impact on our nervous system. It can make us feel overwhelmed or like we're need to be rushing or we're missing out on something. And so I guess I just wanted to share a reminder for you that you have control over what you see on social media. And even if the stuff you're seeing is amazing, sometimes it might be helpful if you pop up a boundary around either when you jump on social media, if you're not feeling so good after engaging in it. So you could put up a boundary on when you're seeing it and how long you're on there for. And of course, checking in with who you're following and the information that you're getting and how it's making you feel. We don't want it to be driving comparison or driving us to act in a certain way or making us feel inadequate. And that might not necessarily be anything about what the other person is posting. It might be about our state of mind. So I really encourage you to just do a bit of an audit of where you're at, what you're happy to accept in your brain on that particular day or for that week. Have a look at what your capacity is around that. And then even consider, after you've hopped off social media, how you are feeling in yourself, in your body, in your world. I think sometimes it's really important to just have a bit of an awareness of how things are going for us. So this week is just a little tip to check in with yourself, check in with the things that you're seeing on social media, seeing if they uplift you, if you feel joyful, or if they're depleting you or making you compare yourself. Don't get me wrong, I love social media. I love the community that it brings. I love being able to meet so many amazing people that I would never have met before. But there is a portion of it where we just need to take responsibility for ourselves and the things that we see. This could even be around, our sleep quality, because if you're on social media before you go to sleep, how is that impacting how you're going to sleep, if you're waking up later in the night? So this kind of can play into our sleep hygiene as well. And as we know, sleep is very important, as much as we can get when we are mums to young babies. So we do our best. So that is one thing for this week to consider, is how is your social media platforms making you feel? And then the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, I was sitting here before and I was trying to do some work and trying to get my brain around a few things, and it just was not working. It was like I was hitting my head against a brick wall and I was getting frustrated with myself, which I'm sure some of you can relate to. So anyway, instead of sitting here and trying to push through it, I decided to go to the gym and move that stagnant energy out of my body. So I don't know if you've ever felt this when you've got lots coming at you, or you're trying to concentrate on something and your brain's just switched off, or if your central nervous system is just feeling really tight and overwhelmed. If your senses are really heightened, sometimes movement is really helpful in getting that energy out of your body, so you don't just sit with it all twisting up and making our brain foggy. So the other tip for this week is to have a think about, try and have an awareness around these moments that this comes, and then add in a little bit of movement wherever you can, possibly around those times. So it might even be just putting on some music and doing some dancing, might be doing some stretches, and if you have time, going for a run or going to the gym, doing any kind of movement that kind of moves you out of that state towards a different state and getting that energy flowing through your body, so it's not just sitting there not serving you. I think that is all. I don't even have notes, but I'm looking at my thing. They're the two things I wanted to chat about today, and I would love to know what your thoughts are about them, and if any of this lands for you in regards to how you might feel better in the next week. So social media stuff and how that is impacting you, and motion equals emotion. So we want to, if we're feeling that emotion, let's get moving to get that through our bodies. All right, that's it for now. See you next week. Bye.